Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Swan, and I'm glad you've come to share my newest one of my projects with me. So these are some A5 cards that I've done a little bit of gel pressing on, and I'm just gonna pick one to see about using it as a new layout, basically. So I'm just having a look. So this is one, and I've got some purples and some greens and some blues, so it looks like I've been using on the Little Birdie products. So I'm going to add some more, add a little bit more features on it, and this, so I'm using the light tan paint on it. I'm just going over some areas with that in about 3 spots, just adding some of that cream colour. Now, I'm glad you joined me, and it's really great, but if you could please like and subscribe and comment, it helps me to know if I'm going on the right track with the videos that I'm creating. It would be much appreciated. So I've just added some black gesso here as well, and just to break it down, so I'll just dry that off, as I like the colour there, and it looks like I have coffee in hand. Yes! It's almost time to have a coffee break here soon, I think. Always loved my coffee, so looking forward to that. So once that's dry, have another swig, and I'm going to now add some stamping. So it's just some text stamping, and I'll be honest, I don't know where I've got it from. It's a script text, and I've used that with one of the greens in the archival ink. Now I've got this, now the words left my head again about what this is. Punchella, that's it. I've got this punchella that I will be using. I don't know, where have I run off to? I think I've actually run off to the kitchen to grab a tool to help me open this bottle of paint. Yep, it's one of those jar openers. My hands at times just does not have the strength. But also, one little bit of advice: if you're using bottles that you take the lids off with paint, wipe them before putting the lids back on, as being the fact that it dries, it'll dry inside the lid screws, and it just doesn't open without the help of something like what I just used. So I'm just using that wet wipe that I had, and I'm just punching through some of those, that purple in through the punchella. See, my sister will be really proud of the fact that I remembered that word. She's been trying to teach me that one for a while. So it, as you see, comes out, some's blotched out. That's alright. It's background, it's colour noise, and it's there for some fun. So that's what it's all about, just building layers and putting different textures, and that includes blotches of paint. So this one's the same, so I'll have to clean that one off as well. Just had to leave the room as my husband came in to make coffee. So I had to stop before he actually caught me in. So now I've put that lovely green on my palette there, which is, I don't know if you've seen it, it's actually the Faber-Castell one that came with some of the gelatos. So I've just got a bank card, and I've just put some lines in to add some more features. Now I'm putting on some dots, and I'm actually using a tool that came with some sticker nails polishy stuff. So you use, they're like stickers that you put on your nails. So the tool makes these quite unusual little dots. So another texture tool I've got, absolutely fantastic, and it's purple and goes lovely with the greens. So I just actually got the paint out of the lid there, which, because you shake up your bottles before using, a must for anything that you can shake, usually shake. So you're actually mixing the pigments through, because sometimes if you're leaving it for a length of time, it'll split. And just giving it that shake, especially craft paints, they really need that shake up, because they do split. And often if you find, you'll get a clear substance come out, that's because it's part of what the recipe was, but it splits occasionally as it's sitting. So now I've got one of the I think it's a Tooly Art pen that I've got using there. Yep, I've got the new range that I've not long purchased, which has got 36 colours, I think it's in it. And I'm just using the same colours that I've got in front of me. So now I've got the Jane Davenport fountain pen, or the style of the fountain pen with that permanent ink, and I'm doing some little fine crosses. It actually really is good, either doing an imprint of the actual brush, it leaves like a teardrop effect, or it makes really nice fine or thick and fine, because it'll mix it, because all you do is add a little bit of different pressure, fine little crosses on as part of your mark making. Absolutely fantastic. So I've just added some more. No, I didn't add some more. I actually just went and got a little circle lid from my drawer that I've got some mark making little tools, just some items that you find that you don't need, like lid off a spray bottle that you've actually, I don't know why they put lid on water spray bottles, but anyway, and I've just added them to the drawer. So I've got heaps and heaps of them in there. You just never know. Sometimes you drop them and you don't realise they're there, and you step on them, crack, they go. So just dry those circles off, and I don't think I'm that far away from finishing this project. So what have I got here? I've actually got the splatter tool from Ranger. Give that a wipe before I put it away. Doesn't need to soak in the actual jar to wash. So I actually haven't edited this actual video much at all. I've just left it basically as is, and I've just sped it up by, I think, ×3, just so it's not going to be such a long video. So here I'm using one of the Ranger blending tools, and I just added the black all around as an edge. And then another stamp went on top. It was one of the Kazaz ones that I have that's got some crisscrossing, can't think of the name. So now I've just mixed up some of the green, the teal green, and what have I got here? Oh, I've got another little printer tool, which is one of the ones that I actually cut using the die cut machine, and then I stuck it, because it was sticker based, so it had a sticker on the back, and I stuck it on, and I created one of my own actual foam stamps, and I just use that. It's actually quite a cool, it ends up being quite cool. So it looks like little brickwork, and it all, because of it using it in paint, it actually adds some blotches as well. So just a second, I'm going to pause that so you can actually have a look at that properly. Well, I hope that was clearer for you. I actually just went back and added a freeze frame during that session. So just cleaning up, bending, making sure, as you see, that the card will curl. It's only one card thick. I find if you actually stick two together, you get a lot firmer card to work on, and it actually works a lot better. But you know, you don't have to, you don't need to. It's going away in your own file system. If you were selling them or giving them away, yes, I would probably recommend thickening them up, because I really like the thicker effect it has. So I'm actually looking at using the Delusions Bigger Back Chat. Yeah, that's me. I like back chatting. It's, you ask my sister and my mum. And my friends, they all know me like that. So I'm just cutting it down a little bit, so it's not all in one line. I'm just breaking it down a little bit, so it's actually giving me 5 lines. using the bone folder to make sure it's all stuck down. I probably should have put another glue underneath, and I often do on stickers, just so they stay down. So now I'm grabbing the, is it the fountain pen? Actually, it might be one of the paint pens, and doing some scribbling around the edges to highlight the text as this video is called, using text as your focal point. When you're doing this sort of busy background, you probably don't always need anything but text, especially on a size of an A5 like it is. So it becomes that you spend the time and have the fun with your background, you get it to a point you like. What do you do next? Find some text you like and edit. You know, use that as your focal point. Your background is part of it. It just, what the focal point does is bring the eye first, and then the eye wanders around. So using text, and especially if it gives you a giggle like this particular one does for me, it's great. So that's basically it with me now on this particular page. That's all done. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy crafting! Hi, and thank you for watching my latest video. If you'd like to see more, click subscribe. Please click the like button and to let me know that you enjoyed it, and comment below if you'd like to see anything new. So thank you for coming, and happy crafting. Bye.